Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know it's super early, so I'm not expecting anybody to come in. I just thought I would just hop on and just I was watching Demi earlier and she was anti-ordinary, pop over to her channel and she was talking about the Unirock email. Good morning, Donna. And apparently it looks okay. I don't know, girl. I'm okay, honey. I was just literally listening to Demi's Anti Ordinaries live, where she was on about that email from Katie apparently striking um, uni. It just, I don't know. Why in their dates and names and stuff? Isn't that weird? But I guess I'm wrong. I guess it is real. It just, I don't know. It was a bit weird. How are you, Donna? How are you feeling? It just seems so weird that like everyone is saying the same thing. Me too, Donna. That's why I've all got involved. I'm like, no. Like, I'm not saying the thing with me, Donna, is I'm not saying Katie doesn't bring a lot on herself because she does, right? That's not what I'm saying. You know, she does bring a lot on herself. She does go in and get herself into freaking mischief. She does. But on the same token, is why so many people need to like kick her while she's down that bit kind of bothers me a little bit. And like things like, Leslie getting involved, like seriously, that was a year ago, Leslie. Get over it already. Hey, sweet, how are you? I don't know. I just think like Leslie just a few months ago, just to get at me, like made up with her and was just like, yeah, we're just gonna make up and everything's gonna be good. And literally within what, a couple of weeks, she was digging at her. It's craziness to me. It really does. I don't understand it. I don't either, Donna. I think she's sly. Why go to her and like say, yeah, we're gonna make up, we're not gonna have any issues, and then anywhere that anyone is talking about KJ, Leslie pops up with, she did this to me a year ago. Bitch, you still haven't showed your freaking dashboard or email. Shut the fuck up. I just woke up. I know I said earlier I wasn't expecting anybody to come in. I was just gladly talking to myself. I'm okay, hun. Just I was at a loss with all this going on. Like, I haven't been on for a while, really. I came on Thursday just to sort of say hi and happy Thanksgiving to you all. And it's just like, I don't know. I just think, all of this, like I said earlier, and Donna agreed. Like, I'm not saying that Katie don't bring a lot on herself because she fucking does. I just like want to strangle her. Like, stop. But on the same token, like she's not changed in a year. Okay, Katie is still Katie. So why now all of a sudden Uni seems to be? And I'm sorry, but Uni's Twitter was the most childish thing I've seen in forever. Like Uni was it KJP, and why you need to put KJP, another thing, is freaking annoying. KJP stole Busy and now he's in a globe. Like, grow up. You got kids, man. Grow up. That's not funny. Like, that's not. Am I just being like a moody bitch? I don't get it. I don't get all these people. Somebody explain it to me. I stay off their drama channels. I know, man. I haven't been on for a bit. I haven't really been going around the channels, just purely I've been so stressed out with my nephew being poorly. I really haven't done that much. But then last night I sort of had a little look around, and then this morning, and I'm like, why? I don't understand why you want to be like so childish. Like, don't like Katie Joy, that's fine. I don't expect anybody to like Katie Joy or like or dislike her. Do you know what I mean? It's your personal opinion, what you feel about a person. But to go to that extreme and that freaking childish on Twitter, and I'm a freaking member of Unis. Like, when did he become so freaking childish? No, Joe, you're not. I can't watch Unicock. His voice is just as bad as Katie's. I think it's worse. I'm not even kidding. It's just the childishness I can't cope with. Like, that whole Twitter, why I even looked, I don't know. But the whole Twitter, it was like, I'll release the voice recordings of Busy telling me that Katie's kidnapped him. It was a trap, and then he like edited a picture and put it in a globe, and I'm like, why? That's no childish thing. All these things that are going on in the world right now, and you're fucking around like that. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I honestly do not understand. Somebody needs to explain that humor, because it's clearly going well over my head. I don't get how that can be funny. And he did the whole like, I'm not going after Katie, and everything since has been about her. But I looked at his social blade, and I obviously know why. I don't know. I just wish people would just get on with it. Like, who cares? Like, in reality, who cares? Like, Creepshow Art got a right to be upset. If she feels she's been doxxed, then okay, be upset. I have no problem with that. And she has every right to be upset. If she feels that was a dox, 100% be upset. That's fine. Same as Truth Sleuth, she had every right to be upset. It just seems like it's constantly blah, 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 blah. It's like projectile vomiting out of your frigging mouth with words. Hi, hey. Like, no one cares. Like, you'll watch her every frigging move to criticize her. You do all know that if you don't want it to be on the frigging platform, the best solution is leave her the fuck alone. Just don't watch her. You're all giving her views, recording everything, talking about her, and people are going over there because they want to know what the frig everyone's talking about. And out of 10 that go over there might be 3 that stays. It is getting old. This has been going on 18 months now. Since last June, Katie Joy came in, like, like, no one cares. I don't understand how these people, like, every day they got to sit and watch and listen to every word that comes out of her mouth so that they can criticize her. Why? And like, Leslie Bass can do what she wants and crack on and do it all. You're no better. She's just not as smart as you. She's just not as friggin'. She's slyer. Leslie Bass is just sly. She'll get everyone else to do her dirty work for her. Being all these channels. It's a year already. Get over yourself. If you wanted to say about it, you should have spoke about it at the time. Not wait for everyone else to jump on a bandwagon so that you can go and hop on and try and get subs from it, because that's all it's about with Leslie, is money and subs. Agree, I don't have time to watch every minute of her every day. Exactly. They're in an echo chamber at this point. It's just incredibly crazy to me that they do it to me. They'll sit and they'll record my every move. Guys, I'm boring. Like, I talk shite. I might change my mind by the next day. So, I'm human. I can say something now, and then by 3 days, I can be, yeah, actually, I was probably wrong saying that. I should have said it this way, or, yeah, but I should have said that way. But, like, she even jumped on. Well, actually, I sat there and I got to admit, I actually laughed out loud. Leslie Bass on one of Uni's Twitters. Now, bearing in mind, her husband threatened to beat Uni up just a couple of weeks ago, but because she hates Uni hates KJ now, is, oh my God, he's my best friend. I love him. I'm going to give him an interview and I'm going to give him everything, and he's going to give me subs. LB is not innocent. I agree. She's gonna just, oh my goodness. It's just ridiculous. Like, criticize what she's doing now, Leslie, not what she did a year ago. If you wanted to criticize that, you should have done it a year ago. And just as an FYI, you knew in March that Katie didn't do those freaking screenshots. You did never go and apologize to her. You let it all run that she was guilty of that. Agree, I say stuff sometimes and regret it. I need to stop sometimes. Hey, I like some of the drama, just sometimes it's out of control and there's some evil people out there. I agree. Good morning, Patty. How are you? Agree, too much evil. And it's just for what gain? I think that's what confuses me. For people sitting there watching every single move KJ makes, right? Putting it out there, what's the end plan? I don't understand. What's the end plan? Like, what are you getting? Morning, Lurking. What are you getting? What's your end plan to... You've watched everything she's done for months and months and months on end. What's your end plan? Because, okay, you want to deplatform her. Then what? All of your channels are going to go down the pooper because all you talk about is KJ. You have nothing else to talk about. These channels that are just booming up and growing like cat shit, like boom, 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 and getting into the thousands and thousands. I mean, not like the Emily D. Bakers of the world, because she'll always have something to fall back on because she's a lawyer. She has that ability. I mean, she has something to offer. But those other channels that daily stream for hours on end just about Katie, where are they going to go? If they get their end game to eliminate KJ, then what? They're going to eliminate Katie. They're going to have no content because their content is KJ. I don't think it matters what KJ does. It doesn't matter what KJ does. It really doesn't. She could literally save a puppy from a burning building and he'd be like, she started it. I just know it. It's the most bizarre thing. Like, I really haven't got that much time in my day to sit and watch everything that Katie Joy does. Like, who cares? Let her crack on. Let her do her thing. We haven't stopped her yet. None of you have stopped her yet. And all she's doing is growing and growing and growing and growing. I couldn't imagine having KJ life. If I was her, I would have done taken down myself off my platform. Me too, Swish. I'm not joking. When anyone mentions suicide, everyone should pause. You just can't how serious it might be. And I understand that as well, Brooke, because back in July and August, when I was having all that harassment off Leslie Bass, TT, all of like Leslie Bass's group, I remember literally getting offline one day and I was sat on the edge of my bed and I broke and I was sobbing and I was saying to Carl, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. Every time I wake up, I'm getting abuse off someone. And I genuinely felt like Carl wouldn't leave me alone. He would not even go up the shop without me because he was worried that I was going to do something because I just didn't want to be here anymore. And I understand that, I understand that feeling of the world is against me because it genuinely was. Stopped watching them all a while ago. what KJ is going through right now is what KJ does to the one she's talking about, in my opinion. Did you see the one who did the tarot reading on Katie's case? No, I didn't. She needs a break, in my opinion. She should just do her uploads and just leave it as her uploads for a little while at least. Just do uploads. But they all should just back off. KJ is not helping herself right now, feeding the fire. I agree with that. I agree. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she is like, she doesn't do things to warrant criticism. I'm really not. But when it gets to the point of you're criticizing her looks, her weight, her marriage, her son's health, that's no longer criticism. Them things are not criticism. Those things are just to batter somebody's self-confidence. Why anybody would need to say, oh, happy birthday, little crusty balls, for her son's birthday is the most disgusting thing I can ever think about saying. Like, honestly. And my life is way too freaking busy to sit and watch every single thing Katie Joy does just so that I can criticize her. And just criticize what she's doing. I think that's the thing, you know. Criticize the actions. There's a difference between criticizing the actions and criticizing the person. Does that make sense? Like, what's her name? Oh, God. There's one on here that does videos. She always got the wordy black thing in the background. Miss, oh my God, if somebody can help me, tell me her name. She always got the black swirly thing in the background. I can't remember her name, but she is one that I actually do watch. She doesn't go low on looks. She doesn't criticize like her lifestyle. She doesn't criticize, you know, those kind of things. She just genuinely criticizes her actions. There's a huge difference between criticizing actions and, is it Mysterious Tea or something like that? I'm thinking it's something like that. But she just criticizes the actions. She doesn't go, oh my God, look at her eyebrows, or oh my God, what's she doing to her hair, or oh my God, she's so skinny, she must not be eating, she must have an eating disorder. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to that point, but she's criticizing her actions, and I'm okay with that. Criticize her actions. I don't know, guys. Let me catch up. KJ is trying to get everyone to feel bad for her. That's why she's talking about killing herself. She can't leave her income and just leave. She's the breadwinner. She could do uploads, though. I wish she would just do uploads. Did you see the video with the pretty white shirt? She looked good in that video. I noticed that. Oops. I don't know. Her husband does it. I can't believe he hasn't left her yet and took her child away from her. Oh, that's harsh. I don't think we have a right to like judge her freaking parenting on thinking that somebody should take their child away from them. I don't like that. Even if she takes a break, she will have to continue. They are obsessed. Brooke, yes, she's the breadwinner, I think. Oops. With all due respect, you're still talking about LB. It's been a year later, and you mentioned KJ, but she does not make you just as bad. Just saying, trying to be respectful. No, because LB wasn't a year ago for me. LB, you know, my arguments with her was in August. We're actually only in November, so no, it wasn't. I think she has the right to work. Me too. I'll be right back. Okay, no problem. No, it's a difference. Leslie and I wasn't arguing a year ago like her and KJ was, and she hasn't brought it up when nobody else was arguing with her. She was happy to squash things just a few months ago until everyone else jumped on the bandwagon. I was arguing with her and she put me through hell in July and August. I think it was actually into the beginning of September. So it is fairly new. what Leslie did to me. And I'm sure she feels the same about I'm sure she'd sit there and say the same about, oh, well, what Joe did to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's not both parties. I'm sure she feels the same way as I do about me. But the difference is that's still fairly raw in my emotions, and that's still fairly raw in what I'm feeling about it. And it definitely wasn't a year ago. I wish it was a year ago, if that makes sense. I hope that answered your question, Hoot. I hope that answered the question okay. I wish Albie would own this stuff. She's never going to. Unfortunately, she never will. It'll always be somebody else's fault. I think that's what other people are seeing as well now. Like, there's a lot online. Albie is no different in many ways. I think the only difference is Albie got that back in. Like, if you hear it, like when she spoke about John Yates, I think his name is, striking her, it was literally word for word what she said about Katie a year ago, literally a year ago on Thanksgiving. My husband's out of work, he's coming up to Christmas, I've got 6 kids. You know, it was literally word for word. And the only difference is that Katie does her own fucking dirty work. That's the only difference, Donna. And hence why Katie gets a lot of shit and gets caught. And it's sad. Make sure the words you speak are sweet, because one day you may have to eat them. I always think about that. Yep. It's just sad, like, it's just sad that nobody will own anything. And like, I was talking to somebody the other day, and it was all about like what happened back in August. And okay, sweet, no problem. And I was like, I just don't understand how it all happened. Like, I genuinely don't. And they sort of give me the lowdown to how it happened, which 100% makes sense. And I was like, but why? Like, why? Why would you do that? And they were like, I was just trying to protect Leslie. And I was like, that's just crazy though, because Leslie was lying. And she was like, oh, I know. And I think a lot of people are starting to see that. She hasn't got, people around. We all, literally, I think we all do that though. We all say shit and we all think, dang, shouldn't have said that, because you've got to eat your damn words. But we all do that. And I change my mind all the time. One minute I'm like, nah, I don't like that. I did it with uni, with this email. I was like, you can Photoshop a potato or breadstick, whatever is meant to be, in a globe and like be dumb on Twitter, but you can't just screenshot a email. That kind of bothered me. But then another thing that bothered me was Rachel's message to Katie. And nobody seems to be sort of going onto that. Auntie Ordinary did. But it was just so weird, like what she said, it'll turn out just fine, like in December, trust him. Like, did they have plans? Was this a planned attack? Was this just like, oh well, we have to do it this way or do it this way, and uni didn't do what he was planning on doing? I don't know. It just doesn't, if I'm honest, it doesn't feel right. I feel like uni really wants to be friends with Augie, RFC, Creep Show Art and all of those, where in reality, he's never going to have that. You know, they think of him as a freaking joke, you know, and I think he so desperately wants to be liked by these people that he kind of like threw his friend under the bus, rightly or wrongly. I think what bothers me so much though is Katie hasn't changed. Katie hasn't done anything different now to what she was doing back last year. So why do uni feel the need now to throw her under the bus where he didn't back then? Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of bothers me a little bit, where that makes me feel like it's a strategy thing, because it is pretty much like 1 year exactly to when he first started white knighting for her to now he's like, no, 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 no. You have owned your mistakes, and that's why I respect you. Thank you so much. I think Uni's tired of being on an island all alone. No, I think Uni just wants subs. KJ through uni first, in my opinion. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that, lurking, to be honest. I'm still trying, like I said, I haven't been online much, so I'm probably gonna say things now and then have to take them back later. So I'm just talking. Don't take it all as factual, because this is just what's going through my little tiny brain. But I did see a lot of that today, that or last night, that KJ threw Uni under the bus first. I'm still trying to find where. I must admit, I haven't found where yet. But I will keep looking, and, like, you know, I might take that one back. I might see what I feel after I've read it all. But I have seen other people saying that. But again, this is just my views on right now. I've not seen everything, so shoot me. You know, don't sue me because I ain't got anything. This is just my random thoughts going through my head at the moment. But there are a few things that just really does stick out at me. You know, one being that message that Uni Rach sent just sounds so bad on Uni Rach and Uni Rock. You know, like, just don't say anything. Just keep quiet. Let the plan go ahead. It feels wrong in some way, and I can't figure out where. I agree, Donna. Uni early Periscope will help you see it. Perfect. Thank you so much. He tried to be on his side. Okay, thanks, Lurkin. Maybe that's where I'm not looking, because I haven't watched a Periscope for freaking ages. I've been so freaking busy lately. I haven't really gone through everything. I just literally went on Twitter last night and this morning for a little while, just sort of having a nosy about, and I watched Anti Ordinary's video last night and this morning, or yesterday. No, I think she did 2 yesterday and 1 this morning. But I do I appreciate you telling me that, because it means I could literally, I know where I'm looking. I appreciate that. It saves me trying to lurk around going, where am I looking? I don't know where I'm looking. Because I know I've saw a lot of people saying, no, she threw Uni under the bus first and blah, blah, blah. She doesn't have a clue, in my opinion. I will definitely look at that, though, for sure. I don't know. Something just doesn't feel authentic about it. Like, either that friendship or that friendship ending, it just doesn't feel authentic to me right now. And like I said, this is just my thoughts right now. I might change my mind completely tomorrow or later on today when I've done some more research. Yes, please. My throat is sore. But right now, Yeah, I know I got germs. I hope I'm not getting the friggin' lurgy. But right now, that's just my thoughts. It's just, I don't know, it's just not authentic right now. Sometimes I think Katie, Uni, and most of the time is stuff to create drama and views. I agree. My issue with LB went personal with me when she called me out when I did nothing. She complained people did that to her in December, but can't take that she did it to me not once but twice. I remember that, and I'm really sorry about that. I do remember that, and I just felt so awful for you. I agree with that though, because if you think about it, like just take LB for example, like she's not spoken really about Katie publicly, apart from sly comments here and there for a long time. But now people like Emily D. Baker, Creepshow Art, these bigger channels are about, all of a sudden she's like rubbing her hands together, ching 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 ching. I'm gonna bring up. Do you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel. It feels like everything's for money. I don't like it. It's just. But I agree, Q, and I do think she owes you an apology for that. I 100% do. It's so hard to understand the backstory. It goes on for so long, though. Like I could sit and do a whole like stream on it and like go back to the very beginning. But if anybody would be interested, I could do that. It's called LARPing, Patty, and a lot of people accuse Uni of being a LARPer, and he does this to cause drama. How true that is, I don't know. I couldn't say one way or another, to be perfectly honest, but they do say that he is like a LARPer and he does this, like causes rifts with different communities to get clicks and views. But again, I've never seen proof of it. So, a lot of people have said it for years on end. I'm just not sure how factually true that is. Yeah, I agree, Donna. And it's hard, like who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie. And for me personally, and this is just my personal opinion, is Katie Joy hasn't changed any. Katie is still Katie. She was still Katie when she was back in December last year, October last year, November last year. Why all of a sudden is it that Unirock now has decided that she's a piece of shit? Do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense to me. So what happened with Joe? She came to me behind the scene. Oops. She came at me behind the scenes, and when I was going through my worst moments in my life. Yeah, she did. And I'm really sorry, Kate. Hang on, I'm missing. Uni and Charlie criticized her when they did a criticism video on which is claims she knew about, and she don't like it, and called him a liar and subliminal messages now deleted. Then threw him into the bus in email to Creepshow. But the Creepshow email was after Uni did a load of lives, though, MD, or not? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong or not? Oh, and hi, MD. Sorry. How rude am I? Just watch who you want to watch, Donna, and just go with it, It's not worth it. Just watch for the content. You don't have to, like the person, as in like what her, if she's giving it, because KJ was accused him of jumping on the hate train. She wouldn't listen to him. Ah, okay. Now I'm understanding a little bit. I get it now. He called her out for doxing Creepshow in his Discord. Yeah, that confused me a lot, I must admit, because I think he wasn't sure what to call it. So then everybody else was like, so, he went running to his platform, and we were all like, okay, so did she? Didn't she? I was slightly confused. But I think was oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Hi Jean, MD, completely true. KJ tried to imply that the doxing was for uni to do a video about Creepshow, which is totally untrue. Hi Jean, welcome. Then recently I was in a chat defending a friend and called me out. That's the most embarrassing and hurtful moment for me. I'm so sorry, Kate. She was really mean. But she criticizes Katie for doing that, which pisses me off. Like, nobody sees her doing it or accepts it. I think that's another thing that's sort of the whole LB and KJ thing is if Leslie does it, it's okay. If KJ does it, it's not okay. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's where I'm more like, well, hang on a minute. How is it okay for one to do that? But if she does it, it's like the worst thing on the world. But if she does it, then it's okay. KJ will attack anyone who doesn't support her views. I've been in the end of the anger a few times. Oh, Jean, I'm so sorry. The criticism video came out after the alleged doxing. Perfect. Thank you, MD. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally like back. I said it all the way through this video or through this live stream, whatever you want to call it. I've been super busy. Like, as you all know, my nephew has COVID. So like we're running around after getting things for my brother, and it's his birthday in a couple of days as well. So you all know I've been super busy. I haven't been very well either, as you can hear it in my voice. I've got the flu coming or something. I feel absolutely dreadful. So I really haven't gone and looked deeply into all of this. So I am kind of relying on you guys to, but Lurkin has helped me and said to go and look at the periscopes and I'll get more of an insight. So I'm going to do that after this. Oh my God, my niece has COVID. It's awful, isn't it? Worrying. I'm so scared because he has asthma. Literally, I hope your niece gets better soon. No, so sorry to hear that, Joe. I didn't know. Yeah, he's turning 10 in a couple of days as well. Love him. So I've been stressing about that. So I haven't really been around much. I've been so I have missed. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is just me talking about how I feel right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I never take what she says to heart. The biggest disagreement was this virus started in March and she didn't believe that it was. Oh, I remember that, Jean. I remember her saying it's nothing more than the flu or something like that. Am I right? Was there something like that, Jean? It was something like that, wasn't it? I can't remember now. It's as bad as reporting. She deleted the Twitter fight we had. Yes, I remember now. Thank you. And then I'm missing some, aren't I? I've missed them. Right, Desi hasn't really even been mean to her since, in my opinion. Okay. Sorry, I missed that bit. Then he did the email video. I saw the email video, or bits of it. I didn't actually, to be honest, it kept cutting out because I was traveling and I was trying to watch it as I was on my way to my brother's house. But you know where I live is the back of beyond, so I kept cutting out a bloody signal. It wasn't fun. I was like, no, I want to watch this. She had a disagreement with a damn near every creator she came in contact with, Joe, including you. So why are you so confused in what happened to Uni? My goodness, he defended her for a year. You're true. That's very true. I just think it just didn't. I think what confused me, MD, and I still keep going back to it, is that message from UniRach. I don't know whether anyone can put me to a video that explains it or tell me maybe what happened. I don't know. That message just bothered me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. When she deleted it, she knew she was in the wrong, and that's all I needed. She normally deletes when she's in the wrong. You are right, Jean. You are right. She does. When she's in the wrong, she normally deletes it. I missed a lot. I've missed so much. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've missed so much. I will go and rewatch the thing, but if anyone can sort of put me in the right direction of like if he explains or Rach explains about the message, because that did kind of bother me a little bit. It just felt like it was like, just keep your mouth shut and trust him. I don't know, but I am clueless. I'm clueless, like I said. KJ was talking bad about Uni, and UniRach was trying to tell her to calm down. That he was going to be her friend. Right. Okay. But then KJ turned it. Right. I get it. So it was more like a chill, relax, don't worry about it. He's still going to be your friend, but he's just going to do this criticism. Like, is that it? Okay, that makes more sense. That does make more sense than what was in my head. Good morning, Megan. Agree, always lurking, yes. Right, okay. That does make more sense now than what was in my head, because what was in my head didn't make sense to me. UniRach was strictly trying to calm her down. The instance where Uni helped her was in December. That's where she was coming from, in my opinion. Yeah, now it makes sense. No, that does make sense. Okay, I understand now. That makes more sense to me. Well, makes more sense than what was in my head. And I'm sorry about my voice keeps going. I apologize. I got a sore throat. See, I'm always lurking everywhere. You need to look. You need to help me. You need to help me understand when I haven't been around to watch everything. I'll definitely go and watch the Periscopes, though, because that would probably give me a load more insight. My thoughts and prayers are with your family, Joe. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jean. I appreciate it. And thank you so much. It's so scary, really is. Especially, he's not even 10 yet. He's 10 on the 1st of December. And the thought of him having COVID scares the friggin' shit out of me. It really does. It really scares me. But he said that his chest hurts and his throat hurts, but he said that it hasn't really, his symptoms haven't got worse or better. So it's not so bad, I don't have Periscope. You can just download it. Hey, it's just an app that you download. I like it because it means I don't have to trudge through Twitter and watch it. Katie speaks without thinking when she's upset. That's very true. That's good news, Joe. Yeah, it really is. He hasn't got any better, but he hasn't got any worse, which is fine. I'm good with that. As far as the busy joke on Twitter, censor stupid humor is in his way of dealing with the hurt, in my opinion. Yeah, that was dumb. Sorry, but it was. I know you love Uni, but that was dumb as shit. And I love Uni as well. I'm still a friggin' member to his channel. I still pay monthly to his channel, so I'm still a member. But that was dumb. Sorry, I'm not even gonna lie. That was the most annoying thing reading through it. And I'm like, why am I reading through this? This is the most annoying, stupid, childish thing I've ever seen. You're not missing anything. Hey, on Twitter. Twitter's a fucking cesspool. As well, it depends on who you follow. Hey. Are you on Twitter? Yeah, you can watch it on Twitter, but she doesn't have Twitter. I am beyond glad I stay off Twitter. I promised Chopper Lily a few weeks back that I would stay off Twitter for a little bit, and I stuck to my promise. And then it was maybe last night. Yeah, it was last night. I sort of went on and had a little look-see around, and that's then my head was just like, okay, it's even more confused than where I started. MD, that is so true. We all deal with hurt in different ways. I agree with that. We do. I tend to get mad when I'm hurt, so I know that I'll say hurtful things to people, and I'll get upset, and I'll get mad, and I'll get frustrated. So yeah, I get it. I do. Twitter is awful. It really is. It is an absolute cesspool. It's not my cup of tea, that's for sure. I would rather listen to people hate on her or make stupid busy jokes, Joe, because that's your options right now. Okay, I'll take the busy jokes. Don't make me laugh, it hurts. I like that one. Sorry, that's going up. That is true. Although, like, some of the criticism I don't mind. That Mysterious Tea, I think she does a good job. She does, like, factual. She's very straight to the point. She doesn't criticize her looks, her parenting, or any of that sort of crap. I don't mind that. Like, I can watch her. It's when they go into, like, the crappy little, like, digs about her looks or about her parenting or about this or about that. That's what hurts my feelings, and I don't like it because I know I've had it done to me and still have it done to me. I still get like the things, oh my god, she's so ugly, she's so fat. Bitch, I got a mirror. I'm perfectly aware how ugly I am. And I buy my clothes, funnily enough, so I also know how fat I am. Thanks. Patsy, me too. No Twitter here. Right? Sorry, guys, I'm sniffing. My voice is all screwed. I like Charlotte's channel. She never goes low and doesn't just do KJ. She does true crime too. Yep, I'm with you on that one. I don't mind those channels. That's the thing with me. Like, if you're going to criticize her. I'm all about the criticism. But when your criticism goes to the point of attacking someone's looks, weight, parenting, you've lost me at that point. Do you know what I'm saying? You've lost me at that point. I can't stand the personal attacks. Right, I agree. You're beautiful, Joe. Thank you, Megan. Joe, you're not ugly. Don't let the words never. They do. They get you sometimes, I must admit. Many of us have been hurt by her in our own way, Jean. Some lash out in hurtful ways, some unsub, some fight back, some joke, some defend. That's true. That is true. I lash out. I know when I'm hurt. I know 100% I do. I lash out. I've been working on that, so I haven't done it for a little while. But I know that's my downfall, and I know that about myself. I know that when I'm hurt and upset with people, I'll lash out. But I've been practicing not to do that and been thinking more of not to do that, if that makes sense. But again, I still do it. I just gotta, I think it's less. I do it less now than probably what I did do it, if that makes sense. I don't lash out as much. Like I could have lashed out when Katie did a video about me, but I didn't. I was like, it's not worth it. Nope, I'm not going to do it. Where I think 6 months ago, I probably would have took to my platform and been like, F you, blah, 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 blah. You're a piece of shit, blah, blah. Do you know, I would have just babbled out a load of crap. But I actually did think about it this time and was like, okay, fair. She's just going to do a video on me again. It is what it is, you know? And it is hurtful when you do a video. Like, I have 1,500 subscribers. When somebody does a video on you that's got like, 500-600 people watching, it's very hurtful and you get a lot of backlash from that. But it is what it is, you know? In the same way I lash back out. I try not to get close to anybody on here so I can't get hurt. Yeah. But she doesn't but she's only hurting herself worse than others. Worse of any of us is hurting in the end due to the lack of self-awareness, in my opinion. I think if she could just do her uploads and just sort of do that, do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's sad. I'm sorry, Joe. It's okay. It's just... Thank you, Lurkin. It's just hard when you're a tiny channel, and you get attacked by such big channels. It's always hard. And I could have, gone off on one. I did think about it. I'm not even going to lie. But I also was like, it's not, she'll be onto something else in a minute. It's not worth that. That's a fight I don't want to get involved in. Yeah, isn't it sad? Like, that's really sad. Do you know what makes it more sad is she literally... Sorry, guys, my dog's barking. Jackal, no. Mummy's head can't take it, boy. The sad thing is that, she has had, I don't know what her channel's like right now, but, she had an amazing channel. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that income and that channel for playing games with people. And I think that's the sad bit. Like, I would just be, let them carry on. You do what you need to do, I think you always handle the negativity very well, Joe. And I know it can't be easy. I don't always handle it the correct way. Sometimes I do like lash out, and like, I think it's mainly after a long time of everyone going at me and at me and at me and at me, and then I sort of lose my shit. But on the most part, I'm just like, it is what it is, She seems to thrive off the drama and attention. Starving of that hurt will hurt her the most, in my opinion. She needs to stop doing YouTube and IG lives and just stick to her content. That's exactly what I'm saying, Jean. That is literally exactly what I say. Just stick to doing it. Like, just stop with the games. It's just, there's no need for it. Yes, Joe, that's exactly what I feel playing games. And there's just no need for it. That's the point as well, Donna, is there's absolutely no need for it. Don't fight with these people. Like, the more you fight with these people, the more they're going to come after you. The more that they do, like, it's like there's a channel set up on a hate Joe at the moment. Could I go and strike it? Absolutely, I could. Rightfully as well. Not even a false strike. This is a correct strike. I could strike every single one of those videos. There's no talking over it. She's just using my content. Is it worth it? No. I already know who's behind it. Somebody grassed her up. It's just crazy. Oh, I've lost it. The truth of any of you. The truth, are any of us self-aware? I'm definitely not, and that's something I've been trying to work on. She did that when Silver was harassing her. Worked out well for her, in my opinion. Some people like being in the limelight, even if it's negative. That's true. These false privacy strikes are hurting her more. Yeah, I don't understand why she did them, to be honest. I don't understand why she did the privacy strikes. I'm not sure. I think she's just trying to get everyone to stop talking about her, and she's going about it the wrong way, if I'm honest. Did anyone watch Keon's video last night? No, that's one I haven't got around to seeing yet, but again, I will. But I do know that I'm missing a lot right now. I truly wonder, Patty. Yeah. I just like, I don't know. There's a lot, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of hate in the world, and I just rather not play those freaking games. I'll have to watch Cute. Thanks for mentioning it. Yeah, I need to watch it too. I haven't watched it, but I've missed so many freaking videos. Like just this morning, I woke up. Or was it yesterday morning? I'm so lost on my damn days. I think it might have been yesterday morning actually. I woke up and there was like 10 notifications for YouTube, and a good 7, 8 of them were Katie videos. And I'm like, oh my God, like seriously. And they're all just repeating the same crap. And it's like, you should just make one big channel. All of you get together, make one big channel. There we go. Jobs are good done. I still need to watch it too. None of us ended up watching it. I had an early night because I was absolutely tired. I can't handle being in arguments. Yeah, I'm not good in arguments. I'm not good at being shouted at, and I think that's what everyone plays on. Everyone knows I don't like being shouted at. So, like, when people shout at me, I shut down. And I think people play on that. Do you know what I mean? Although somebody rang me and shouted at me, oh God, it was really early hours of the morning, maybe 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago. And she was hollering at me down the phone and shouting at me, telling me this and telling me that. And I literally shouted back, which is the first time I think I've ever shouted back. Because normally, if somebody shouts at me, I shut down. But I did literally shout back that time, which was, as far as the privacy strikes, I do understand the theory behind them. Because I assume with an email blast out on a large channel criticizing her, sent hate, she should have contacted them privately and asked them to remove the email opposed to making privacy complaints. Okay, I get it. I agree with you, Joe. KJ did privacy strikes on several creators, claiming they released her private email, but they didn't. It's the email in her description on her platform. But that's been her email throughout. It's never changed. That email's been on there forever. And even I know that. And I don't, like, I'm not a subscriber like that. People are getting crazy in quarantine. I agree. Yeah, I don't know why she did it. It wasn't, and I see that. I mean, I saw that with my own eyes, and I know that's her email. It's been on her channel, so I know for a fact that that wasn't. So I don't know, and you can't say people saying Katie Joy either, because that's her channel. Her other channel's name's called Katie Joy Live. I don't know. It's like me saying, well, somebody called me Joe on a platform. I'm going to put a privacy strike. I'm openly tell everybody what my name is. My name is on my channel. My name is on my Twitter. My name is on my Instagram. Do you know what I'm saying? I couldn't go out and say, how dare you all call me Joe? You put it out there. I don't know. I do think that people are going freaking crazy, though. It does seem that way. I don't know. I will definitely go and watch everything that people's told me about. And like I said, I mean, this was just my thoughts for the right now. I might be a completely different thought later on. I was just running over my thoughts right now. I've been on an hour, so I'm going to get off. I'm definitely gonna go and watch everything, and then I'll let you all know. I'll probably be like, okay, I changed my mind. I think this now. Once I've watched everything. Anyway, I appreciate everyone joining me. Thank you so much. And I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving on Thursday. Or if you're doing it this weekend with your family, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Enjoy. And I will speak to you all soon. Thank you again for joining me. And, remember, this is just my opinions for the right now. We might change it. But I appreciate everybody. Thank you, guys. Bye.